Why are so many people against the death penalty? Let's analyze this for a moment. The death penalty, like nuclear weaponry, was established to be used as a deterrent to prevent evil people from committing murder. I say evil people, for lack of a better word. If these people are not evil, what the hell are they? If you can't simply say that they're misunderstood, for they know not what they do. You can't. That logic fails. You see, most humans have the ability to distinguish from right and wrong. When a person kills someone in cold blood, typically, that person will try everything in his power to cover that up, to avoid being caught by the authorities. But why cover your tracks? Is it feasible that the individual who committed the crime in the first place knows that the act committed was wrong? I say yes. Does he know that there are going to be some serious repercussions if he's caught? If so, why do it? I'm going to guess that the vast majority of people who commit violent crimes, or any crime for that matter, do so out of arrogance. It has to be. Because basically, if you commit a horrible crime like rape or murder, you pretty much believe you're going to get away with it. There have been some disgusting people who have been allowed to exist for so long now. Like Charles Manson, for example. I mean, he allegedly, directly or indirectly, is responsible for the deaths of over 24 people. These people were innocent. They never harmed him. He was and still is a vicious human being. He's now 77 years old, and many argue that he should simply be let go, let free. I disagree with that. Not only do I believe he should never again breathe free air, I also happen to believe he should have never been allowed to breathe, period. I fully understand that so many people who disagree with me are entitled to their opinions. We all are. However, though Manson was clearly psychotic and delusional, that doesn't mean he was not mentally coherent. He knew exactly what he was doing. This piece of shit had undergone numerous parole hearings, and all had been rejected. Now, I'm no rocket scientist, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say, of course his hearings were rejected. Why the fuck would they release him? Why the fuck should he be released? I mean, what, because he's an old man? Fuck that. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time, okay? That's what I say. It's that simple. But I have serious issues with how the justice system works. Its way of dealing with wayward citizens does very little in terms of rehabilitating violent offenders and trying to reintegrate them back into society. Yes, I am saying some of these people are beyond rehabilitation. They fucking are. I hate it whenever I hear people say things like, oh, we must do away with the death penalty. It doesn't deter violent crimes and that shit. Well, of course it doesn't. It fucking takes forever. That's why. Those who feel inclined to kill people also feel inclined to do so because they know even if they get caught, there's a good chance they won't die. And even if they are sentenced to death, it will take forever. The appeals process is exhaustingly long. Why? Why the fuck does this shit take so fucking long? If someone kills another person in cold blood and is recorded doing so on camera, why the hell what the hell is there to contest? He fucking did it. Let's make sure he doesn't do it again. What's the fucking point of locking him up for life when, while he's there, the likelihood of him killing again goes up exponentially? And that's a proven fact. I really want an answer for that. Really, I do. Because this is fucking bullshit. I don't give a fuck how inhumane it may seem. And yes, it is easy for me to say that because I'm not in their shoes. Well, guess what? I didn't fucking kill anyone either. It always makes me laugh whenever I hear people say, look, he does have a shred of humanity left, so we shouldn't execute him. Of course he does. I mean, after all, he is still a human being. What do you think? Just because, you know, he murdered some people, he's a robot and he can't help himself and he goes on killing rampages? No, you idiot. He is a human. I'm pretty sure Manson, Hitler, Saddam Hussein, Stalin, Mussolini, and a myriad of other fucking wackos love certain people, like family. And as we all know, love is a complex emotion, invariably human. As far as I know, we're the only species capable of such an emotion. Yeah, I'm sure there's other animals that might feel these emotions as well, but that has never conclusively been proven. So as it stands, for the sake of argument, humans feel these complicated feelings and no one else, and therefore also share another trait invariably human. This trait is called reason. We know the difference between right and wrong. A dog, for example, does not. So why is it that when a dog harms another dog, or a human, the first thing we do is kill it? There's no fucking trial. Innocent until proven guilty does not apply to a dog. But wait a minute. Hold on a second. A dog can't distinguish between right and wrong, right? Yet if a human claims he can't distinguish between right and wrong, a funny thing happens. He does not go to prison. Oh my God. So essentially what these anti-death penalty people are saying is that if you just play dumb, prison is off the table, and so is the death penalty. That is fucking stupid. Sorry, but goddamn, this shit needs to be addressed. These people worry me. And no, I'm not talking about the murderers. But these assholes who think they are so much more above everyone else just because they feel like, oh, we want the murderer, we want to spare a life. Really? Really, people? You really believe we're sparing lives? Fuck you. That's what I like to call horse shit. It's strange how we like to keep these people locked away forever and feel like justice has been done in doing so. But there's a problem in our haste to profess our humanity. We are in fact subjecting other people who may have only committed trivial offenses, car theft, maybe stealing some fucking candy from a store or whatever, some bullshit like that, to the horrors of these murderers and their psychopathic rage. In other words, we seem to forget that prison is not a happy place at all. Okay? It's not. Prison is a bad fucking place. It's a violent place. People get raped in fucking prison. People get shanked in prison. Okay? It's not a fun place to be. Many of our prisons house some of the most violent people imaginable. And just because these fucking whack jobs are behind bars doesn't mean they're no longer a threat to anyone. What, you honestly believe nobody dies in prison? You can't be that stupid. I refuse to believe that. These people who speak out against the death penalty do it for the same reason you help an old lady across the street. You do it because it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. However, they fail to realize that by allowing horrible people to continue living creates more problems for society. And that is the truth. If it weren't, why then is it that it's now 2012 and the death penalty still exists? You think you're a better person than me simply because of your belief that people who cannot be reasoned with deserve to live? Well, you're not. And I'm not better than you. And nor do I claim to be. So shut up. The death penalty needs to stay.